Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome to the video. Today we got the record for most kills in a single Pro League game. This game's really intense and went all the way to map 3 with a max overtime ending, so I think you guys will really enjoy it. Let me know down in the comments if you like this style of video and what other pro games I should make videos on. Also real quick, only 13% of you guys are actually subbed to the channel, so if you like the video maybe consider subscribing and dropping a like.
A bit of a blow here, but they've been able to at least pull Sapper out and see if they can keep the continual pressure on this round itself. They're going to see if they can try and make the most of an unfortunate moment here, and I'll keep playing till the whistle. Now, as they try and go for this collapse round, they're going for the swing onto the laundry side, and ooh, that was a close tracer shot that just whizzed by the face there of Aces, but dropping that camera out, he's able to keep himself standing, reconvene, restructure, and reapproach the potential of this close down onto the laundry side. Prano droning ahead on Leon. They have themselves the E-box hatch open. They've actually picked themselves up and pulled most of their players over to the tower side instead. They think they're a little bit more confident with the take here, and it's going to start with a grenade and that bout of pressure.
Grenade's coming around the corner here, trying to take care of some utility, hoping to find some players as well. Crying doing the exact same, but that one will go deep. Down hallway. Actually doesn't explode. Might have been an ADS that got it there, and there's only no drones left on the side of Rogue. They need to push completely without information in these last 20 seconds, and then the gear picks up one, picks up two, goes big, doesn't know about the third. No, but it does some damage. Prano will live. Rips gets a kill as well. It's a 2-on-3 situation, a man advantage here. As Nay goes down, it's Nerix that gets dropped, and it's Rogue that even though...
Onto that back line, but with Onigiri moving himself over to the opposite window, he's playing with the M870. It's not going to be the cleanest shoot round. There he is. Oh, there he goes.
He goes.
Well, I guess that's how you make it work. Throw yourself out a window, pick up a kill, and try and drive to the next fight. You're just shy, and, well, the breach isn't big enough for anybody to get through outside of a crawl. Oh, no. So Onigiri stepped himself stacked up and ready on trophy. There's the rappel. He hears it, and he's just moving everywhere.
Onigiri, the absolute mad lad there, the flying thigh, just coming through with that shotgun, jumps out the window, able to pick up one, and now on that pistol again, it's separate. It takes a lot of damage, but deals a lot to Leon as well. Playing with that shotgun, gas canister will be used as well, just to force him back a little bit, buy himself some time. And as Prano takes a lot of damage here, it's actually another injury that comes through, and Nerix is looking to find a way to secure him, but he also knows he might be pushed from the back here. Swings around that corner, but Leon picks him up, and that's an effective 3-on-3, but as Prano gets picked up yet once again, it is going to be that 4-on-3 with a man advantage, but only 20 seconds and the big window being gassed off.
That's it. It stops anybody getting in close. Prano's massively damaged, and he's going to try and go up white stairs. We've seen it before, and it isn't quite as successful, but Leon's got a lot left to do. Sapper and the constant moving on Onigiri, who's in once again a new position with that M870. He's going a little bit wide with it, and he's able to get it. There's another. Oh, no! Sapper is the lockdown. Only just the two shotguns pop side to side. But it almost went away from him.
Don't forget, besides his 3 kills with the M870 and the tag on the last player, he also took out 12 X-Caros with that bandit because he was out there. So Onigiri, an absolute decisive factor here for Elevate to win this round. Very smart use on these back stairs here. Suddenly it's no longer really possible to play around this wall that has been opened up. It's a direct cut into the site. And there's nothing they can really do against it. There is no grenades, impact grenades, on the defensive team, so they have to use a C4 if they want to get rid of it, but it doesn't stop Onigiri from still getting the opening kill, who's just trying to still challenge the shield.
I was going to say, it's a very good combo use, but losing Blue there and losing that combination, they're actually been forced a little bit further back because it wasn't just being able to swing that corner and drop the shield, but it came at the same time. Pressure came on E-box hatch to force that player out of pillars. The drop comes, and the shotgun doesn't quite get locked in. Rips takes a lot of damage, but a lot isn't all of it. They're able to lock off elbow, and that's going to give them some clarity. Rips does a little bit more damage, but it's the swing round of Leon onto Freezer, puts them into the 4 versus 2. Onigiri is able to at least battle one back, down the long shot, but can't quite get the connection. Crying gets it off, and DCH hops up. Hot pings and a bit of cover and support there. Here's the plant, sees the one player, can't get to the second in time. And Rogue get their second, back and forth we go.
But he's looking to take a very first fight with the SMG. He, after that, still has the opportunity to open up the hatch and drop down and use the nitro cell he has available to stop a plant from happening. So he really has multiple ways to deal with it here, but he wants to stay up as long as he can as he actually gets taken out. Rips gets the very first kill. Everything I just said, completely down the drain. And then Onigiri managed to sneak in right in the corner here on green, and there seems to be no drone. He's having some good trigger discipline here, finds one, fights two! through, and then the diffuser dropped on Onigiri. Nice important kills.
How he got there, he C4'd the shield we said was a big watch, and now suddenly Rogue has to try and bite back. He just saw more and more territory, had the control on the first player until the second he thought he got seen. And now it's going to see if they can try and bring some of this back. They've obviously lost those shields. That hard destruction is gone off the board as well. Got to make do with the breaches. That, to be fair, I think, based on a rough count, that was the sets either way, but still. That hatch will remain solid, and that makes things a little bit more awkward because you won't have that later safety, and that's why we're seeing a big pickup here. They think they might be able to try and drive another body out. They think they might be able to get another catch here, and it's Aces on one, and Eric's is the second. Aces drives deep, but you still got to stick the plant. Nay is all that stands now between them. There's a body coming down White stairs. They might get the first confrontation. Waits for the hatch, waits for the pull, but Leon from White has the kill. 3-1.
That they, you know, they want to proceed through these lower brackets, just like Elevate, but to some extent, there seems to be more expectation on Rogue performing well. Then there would be an Elevate. There he goes, and Onigiri yet once again with a double kill. The double opening, he does it yet once more. And now you said it is the 9 with the one, lots of ones. He just turned his own kill count into double ones as well. With Leon now in the attic, who's taking some fire very soon. Onigiri with a triple. Finds one more. He's still on for the ace here, potentially. Drops the diffuser and has that under control. But instead of trying to hold it, he rotates all the way back, and he's playing around that big window right now, taking a fight to grind. Takes a lot of damage, but manages to survive. His snake jumps right after them. Elevate is absolutely on fire in this round. They brought the aggression. They get a flawless round. Rogue is going down quite quickly here. Onigiri, the first one to find a fight, takes a lot of damage, but doesn't deal any. And that means he will be forced to fall back as he tosses some more goo mines down on his way out. He now needs to play passive for the rest of the round, and that is going to be trouble. There is no Thunderbird to heal him back up. And that means that this is already a very big win for Rogue.
That's it. I think they had to go for the hatch. They want to go for the drop, and that grenade just catches on Onigiri. He saw the red flicker into life as he turned the corner to drop that goo mine, and Sapper's going to have to retake the mantle. All of Rogue's bodies are on for a take from this laundry side, and Eric's is doing everything he can just to stop them getting a clean entrance, but a wide swing here is going to show the face of potentially a player on the bottom of the stairs. 20 seconds, and a smoked out laundry means that Cryan just takes the fight through it. Now they got to see if they can do the drive as well. Suddenly they're popping off on the end of the freezer as well. Prano might be able to stick the first plant we've seen in this entire showdown. Aces gets one more on the door. It's DCH, and that is it on the third map. On the 6th round, in and amongst it, we see our first plant. And we look like we're about to see, there it is, the 4th round here for Rogue.
Plays at the walk-in closet. Sapper takes a small amount of damage. C4s are being used as well, but it's the first kill in the hands of Nate as Leon goes down.
Now Rips, he's suffering here from the pressure on Attic, just going to long arm that canister, is able to get it down, and you can see it put a bit of pressure back onto DCH. They've tried to rush in. Onigiri is still looking to carry that momentum from before, but without vertical, it comes up the top of White, and Prana on the back of Trophy gets a drop down. Sapper's going to see if he can stick it in the meantime.
From below.
And there's the C4, as I said before, it's the story that tells itself time and time again. You do not have verticality, then you probably do not have the safety to stick a 7-second plant down, because you can get that coordination back together. Onigiri, 20 seconds, goes for the pickup, and the fight on White goes against them. Onigiri is likely to just see if he can reconvene here. Gets into the dorm side, gets into the chance at this plant on Kids, and it should, so well, I was going to say it should stick. He pops off, just has to sit and wait, just has to see if he can get there in time. The pistol, the swing!
Onigiri, no way do you do this!
How he was able to get that, I do not know, but that is the question that is posed so many times against Elevate. How do they do these things with an exothermic? Here, they're concerned about the rotation.
Concerned a little bit indeed. Elevate is starting to get close. Prano up on a flank from below. The question is there a flank drone being watched? It doesn't seem to be the case. Leon below as well is watching the jump in, so there is no safe way through here. Rogue have a perfect opportunity to strike and shut down his Elevate push that's coming in from the attic, but as Leon falls back, Isnay gets the entry onto Aces. Isnay actually really deep inside the attic already.
Onigiri gets one more. Prano suddenly with a big double kill blocks it off, and they've got to try and rotate back round. Prano, there it is. That's how he got it. He popped his way back up on the flank and was able to take care, and that's isolated. That single player there on that other side of that short wall. He knows if he overstretches, he's probably going to get got, so instead he's trying to find the first fight. The second, is a take onto Prano. Doesn't fully connect, down to a pistol. Concerned about the swing peek from the far side. Just deep dives. And Sapper needs to find a moment to stick it, but it's stuck to him. The swing round, the droppy utility. Onigiri with one, but the other two are too far out. They learnt a lesson, and that's not to give him any options. 5-3, Rogue keep it going.
You would assume if Elevate is going to win a round here. Is that just being watched? They have some good clue, but aces. A little bit sharper there, a little bit quicker on that trigger. It's going to get the entry for Rogue.
And that is obviously a big blow there. Obviously, it's a power position, and it's a position that you often usually clear. Onigiri is going to see if he can find the fight himself. Suffers a bit on the side and just pre-fires with that big LMG. The impact's come down, but he doesn't really have anywhere else to go. They think they might try and slink their way through. And with the lockdown now on a long corridor towards the back of the site itself, their hope is the Thatcher. Somebody doesn't expect it. Nerek.
Going to be an option.
Onigiri's been able to crouch his way past there as Nerek suffers quite a lot in a firefight, but wins out, gets control of E-Box Hatch, and it's a very important moment because with a minute left, they've got to start trying to formulate a push. Canisters are popping, and Onigiri's going to have to pull that out of his leg. Sapper's still waiting. Whether he has the full idea of a rotation possibility here as everything starts to get popped round, there's the call. Rips finally goes for a little bit of a swing. The second he pulls himself off, another canister popped. And another bit of a slow there as they drive themselves through elbow. It's a bit of a firing line with DCH as that end, but is the only end that can be at the end of the sentence here. There's a player above the hatch. There's a cold diffuser, pretty isolated and pretty cut off inside the site itself. They'll have the call entirely on where that kit is, and there's no real way to get there without any sense of being unseen. The first is found on the back opposite corner. The second is off to Laundry. They've put themselves just tucked in on the corner in the big machine round, which used to be the default plant spot. Now, obviously, since long removed, pre-fired an angle. But again, this is a lesson Rogue learned. Do not give Elevate anything.
It's better indeed that you do not give them these 1v1s, and Rogue now a single point away, a single round away from proceeding and not getting back to the side. He's holding that tightly, so as soon as they start pushing in, he might be able to pick up those sticks. As Nerix finds the first aces, will be the first to drop. Grind, it gets picked up on the other side as well. A challenge instantly comes in from Leon after Onigiri manages to pick up one of these roamers in the small tower. As he takes out the drone, he knows that there is still one left. Suddenly the man advantage is here for Elevate, and he has a straight clear view into the side as he sees the head. He gets the kill as well. Onigiri onto 20 now. Continues, gives a call to the rest of his team. It's a 2-man advantage that they need to deal with now.
A huge 20 bomb. Here's the call going out, but the Banshee gives a double-sided audio fight away. DCH and a bit of a scrap with Rips there, and Rips, he pulls himself back into the close corner to make sure they can't just sneak a plant. Prano is on a huge rotation all the way underneath to see if he can get somewhere else. At this point, it seems like the plant's going to go down, and well, that sort of confirms it. Onigiri with one more as he just keeps going. Nerix, however, was a bit of a force, and I think that's the celebration music a little bit early.
Yeah, because they continue to at least stay in it for now. That's what we're celebrating here. It's 6-4. Oh, you could have let it play. I mean, it didn't have to turn it off. I kind of like the theme.
It is a great theme. First map, Nerix on that Jackal was such a problem. Onigiri is just the definition of it. He finds yet another for his tally. Cryin at least stops the bleeding from the opposite side. Prano stacked up on the white. They have a good idea of where the push is coming from, and as we talked about that verticality before, if it stays away from them, well, that's not going to help. DCH catches an easy prey as Cryin went for just a bold sprint rotate all the way to the stairs, and well, they've got some awareness. Give them at least that credit. They try and sliver their way into trophy. They find some safety there, and Rips goes for a rotate, but is caught off by, oh, you guessed it, Onigiri. Sapper's going to see if he can stick it there. The pre-fire over the top. Nay gets another. They are only one round away from pulling it to OT. Here are flooded drones, and Leon stacked in a close corner here as the pops start to come through. It's the grenade that gets Rips. DCH opens it up. A second grenade tries to pop its way, another stun, and they all want to try and lean in. They're hoping Leon goes for it, but it's Cryin that pops up over the top, and Aces gets dropped by Onigiri. Cryin gets himself a double stacked up, but Onigiri with yet one more. 25-6, and it's a 3-1. Prano is all that can secure this, but we are going to OT. EU, it's not over yet. APAC is still swinging.
We're still swinging indeed.
Able to build that success before. DCH is going to see if he can just cut his way across right down the front, but it's a wide swing from Freezer that reveals one for DCH. It's going to be down the corridor in a second. The pings are there, but he keeps moving. He's been able to find himself inside the site, and it's going to go a little bit wider onto the smoke Prano here, who might not know just how close DCH is. The stuns come through, and it's a pop right down onto the head. DCH with a triple kill for being a name that was so consistently screamed throughout groups and a bit quiet today. Onigiri on the backside. Picked up by Nay. It's the final rogue player down inside Laundry. Prano has 4 of them all around to see if he can pull off something monumental. But as the plant gets stopped, it's Nay with one more. And Elevate from the brink of being knocked out.
He's 6 right now. Onigiri. 1 round away of evening the 1 map record. Is going to get taken out. Leon finds him, and that's a huge loss here for the side of Elevate. He tried to go aggressive, gets droned out and wall-banged by Leon.
Can't get that connection. Prano's going to see it for the first time. Rogue can try and land the diffuser for a long time. Cryin has the close angle. The shotgun doesn't quite, and Leon with a triple, but Nerix bites back in a post-plant. It's a swing onto the Ying, but we are going all the way in this, the 3rd and final map.
Coming from below as the 70 seconds mark strikes as Onigiri that gets up a little bit closer as well. He knows one is right behind that bunk bed, but he cannot quite get him. It is a tight angle that is being watched, and it's not going to be able to pick him up for now. But as Rips picks up Nay, the execute will start to follow soon.
Here it is, just a minute left, and they're still trying to find a way to force this kid in. There he goes, Onigiri! He gets the equality! He needs just 1 more to push that break, and the brink over the side. DCH pops it, no! Equaled for the record, but there's still a more important title to take, and that is the one of survival. The diffuser's cold! Rips and Nerix in a 1 versus 1. The swing onto Attic, and it's Nerix! Elevate secure themselves from the brink. They refuse to let APAC go down. EU has had beyond a rough day, but APAC made sure it was a fight all the way till the bitter end.
And the emotions on the Elevate players absolutely just. They make it, they continue, they'll fight later on against FaZe, but for now, they continue. And it means so much, and Onigiri was not able to best the record of Palu. He will be now right next to him on that top step for a map 1 kill record.